Oh, hello, YouTube. We're back at it again with another epic game of chess where we're going to learn a lot of things. And today we are playing Theodore, rated 1823, and oh my goodness, 88,000 games. I'm about to get smoked. But the good thing is this guy's account is 6 years old, so he's not going to cheat on me like my ex-girlfriend. Just kidding. And already on move, whatever this is, I'm not 100% sure. Normally they play the knight. I don't want to take. Throwing in the check, does it make any sense? Probably not a whole heckin' lot, but wait a minute. Here, and then let's just imagine. Okay, immediately we're going to trade that off. I don't know what's going on in the center right here, but if his queen comes here, I get to bonk him on the head with my knight. So that's why I'm doing this. Now we have a little bit of development. His queen is the most active piece. He can give me a check somehow, but not scared of that at all. And I'm ready to castle, buddy. And it's looking like we got a pretty solid lead in development. Even this maybe makes sense. This, but then I will just take. And you'll take, and I'll take. And then I'm up a pawn, but I don't get to castle. We're doing it. Fast development. Fast development. And if he takes, I take. I'm cool with all of this. Throw my knights in the middle of the board. Okay. You're attacking my knight. Don't really appreciate that. And then if his knight comes forward, this, all of a sudden, my c2 square is a little bit flimsy. So, what are we going to do about that? Well, if he goes there, wait. Here, castle. We're going for it. And this dude has spent 40 seconds, and I spent a minute 20. We're going to castle opposite side. He's obviously going to castle this way, and I wish I had some more pawns to throw in the middle to break things up, but it's looking like I don't. And I feel like castling this way just can't be a bad idea. He's probably going to throw a pawn in the middle. Okay. Pin the knight. Here. Take. Here. Also, his knight coming to my f2 square is a little bit flimsy as well. I feel like that's okay. And then if we get rid of one of the knights, this, and then you come back. Let's just get rid of the knight. Let's just trade the rooks. You step back? Boy, who do you think you are? That gives me options to move forward. 2 options to move forward. Also to position my rook a little bit more actively. This one threatens a pawn. And if you don't do something about that, then I hit you with a check and then you can't castle. So we're going to do that. Seems like a reasonable move. I can also take, and then hit him with this check and get this pawn. Okay. So you just disregard the pawn. Yes, I can take it. Then you can go here. I go, oof, and you really can't even move this guy. So let's just take a pawn. We're up a pawn. I do need to be careful of, at some point, this happening. So if he gets his knight into the game, I'll for sure just take it. But, okay, for sure we just take that. And then we're going to just put my rook on the open file. Take. Now, his knight living here is a terrific square for his knight. I can take that away by pushing a pawn, and then maybe have this configuration. I think that maybe makes sense. So let's just do that. Maybe this would have made more sense, but then he does get the knight right in the middle, and then I could have attacked. Okay. I get in. He's almost definitely going to go there. Then I'm going to go here. Wait a minute. I attack your knight. You're going to go over here. Then I'm going to slide behind this pawn. And if I'm up 2 pawns, buddy, you're going to have a really hard time. You're going to have a really hard time stopping these 3 on 0s over here. So also my knight coming in here will render this rook to just have to defend the f7 square forever, which sucks for you. Is there anything immediate that we need to be afraid of this knight coming forward? Here we trade. Here, you get in. I go here. I think we're going to do it. We're relinquishing the open file, but the open file is decently protected. Okay. So he's giving me the option of take, then I get behind, then I get behind. And I'm very confident. I've got 5 minutes. I'm very confident that this pawn over here is going to be a headache for him to stop. Also, I can just grab the pawn, and if you do take and double my pawns, we're going to do that. If you take and I take, ooh, that's a nightmare for you. And even if you do get your rook onto the open file, immediately I think that this might be the strategy. Okay, so now let's think about this for a second. He does now have a 4 on 3, and my 3 sucks. But I can push. Here. And if he attacks it, I go here. We're doing that. Generally, a general rule of thumb is if you have passed pawns, push them. And he can't really do too much by himself because my rook is fortunately defending the 5th rank right here. And I really will just straight up start pushing. And once I get this little connect 3 over here, this configuration of pawns is going to be impossible for him to stop. And so I'm quite confident that I'm going to win this game now. And how did we get here? Okay, so he wants to get in. We're going to just casually defend the infiltration squares. Straight up. Like, yes, you can definitely get this pawn. But then what are you doing about this? Here. Push. Here. Push. Here. Push. What are you going to do, bro? This passed pawn is going to be an absolute headache, and your king can't even walk because my rook cuts it off. So, like, yes, you can go over here pawn gobbling, even one of them with a check, but at the end of the day, I might even force this idea out of him, like scoot up, and then he'll attack something. We can even do this. Check. Only move here, take here. King coming in. There might be a simpler way. If I just slide over here, you block, I come here. Wait a minute. We're gonna just do that. I think I could have forced this rook trade, but right now we're gonna go for this. We are now attacking your rook. Where's your rook going? Scooting back. And your king can't even come over. King comes over, I'm going to hit you with that. Do I even need this? Here. Here. Is it time I bring my king? Should I bring my king all the way up? Is that even necessary? This. Here. 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 Okay. We're going to just push this pawn. Definitely that's an option. Then that's... Okay. I'm going to attack your rook. Your rook basically has to scoot over. Here. Check. Don't love that that's a check if he takes that. But I think I can just push. Here, we slide back. We're going to slide back. This is defended. And you can't stop these 3 pawns, bro. Like, I'm just dumb. And for a second, I was thinking it was going to be hard to do. But there's nothing that he can do. Yeah. And so how do we get there? So let's run through this without the computer. We don't really need the computer because, for one, it makes the stream lag. And then for two... I'm so good at chess, I don't even need to look at Stockfish. What is Stockfish going to teach me? Okay. Never faced this, or if I have, very, very few times. I'm well versed in the Open Sicilian and other Sicilians, and the Dragon Sicilian, and the whatever Sicilian. But this one, nobody plays that. It's looking good. I get the development, trade, castle long, pin the knight, trade off his active rook. We're up a pawn, baby. And that's all she wrote. Up a pawn. Trade off the pieces. And I'm up 2 pawns. Yes, you damaged my structure. And that's all it was. Sometimes all you need is 2 pawns. And then, just for entertainment's sake, I went back. And all right, here we are in the analysis. I'm putting everything on the minimum settings just to... not make it lag. I don't know if it's gonna lag. Let's see. Everything made sense. How do we show multiple lines? I want to show the lines because I think that's a little bit important. Okay, made sense. Best move. Bust open the center. Lead in development. With the we could have got fancy. I throw away the lead. It's completely equal at this point. Best move. Not the best move, but from my standpoint, because this I liked this. Boom, boom, and then you can't castle. Then I'm trapped all the way in the back. Then you can scoot your king over, and how am I getting out? And okay. Arguably, I didn't see that. I didn't think check and the king is going to come attack my horse, and I can't come back to the retreating square. Okay, I didn't see that. In my world, it looked like I was winning a pawn. And so now we've got a +2 advantage. Take. Okay. I did quickly consider this, but I figured let's not let the knight back into the middle. It's just as good. Rook gets active. Interchangeable. Everything's winning. I moved the king up to defend this. I don't know if that was necessary, but whatever. Push the pawn. Get behind the passed pawn. Push another pawn. Push another pawn. Okay. Yes, if you have passed pawns, you should push them. This didn't make any sense. But now we're really in. And I did this just to be safe. Could I have done this and this and this? You don't got to do nothing fancy. You got 3 passed pawns that are about to promote. Okay. Let's check the computer analysis. All right, and here we are in the computer analysis, and I am proud to announce to my fellow people that I'm a chess boy. I'm a real chess boy. We have 96% accuracy with 1 inaccuracy. And my 1 inaccuracy, I'm not so sure. Okay, so I could have done this idea sooner. I didn't have to do this, because ultimately he could have just done something later and maybe it wouldn't have been smart. So like if he brought the knight out, I don't know. I don't know why that's an inaccuracy, but it's not a big inaccuracy. And then just from there on out, every single move that I play is like one of the best moves. And so arguably all of the moves that I made were basically the best move, but there were lots of options for good moves. So when your opponent just plays slightly poorly and not applying pressure, it's really easy to play high percent accuracy games, if that makes sense. And then you make a lot of moves at the end that are all winning. Like these pawns, like every single move that I made is like the best move because they're all winning. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that really mattered was the opening in the middle game, and then he's getting cooked. And so there we are. We're out here defeating 1800s. We'll get back. We'll get back to 2000 soon. Hopefully have some better games. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.